So my mom decided when I was like 7 that I was autistic and had all these developmental problems. I have no idea where she got this from because I was literally just a normal kid. I wasn't struggling in school or anything. I had friends, I got decent grades, I could tie my shoes and brush my teeth without help. Pretty standard stuff. But she went all in on this theory. She bought every single book about raising autistic kids and dealing with developmental disorders. I'd come home from school and see titles like Games for Special Needs Children just sitting on the coffee table. My dad would just shrug whenever I asked him about it. He learned early on not to argue with her when she got fixated on something. The worst part was, she'd bring it up in front of other people. Like at parent-teacher conferences in 4th grade, she asked my teacher if I seemed slow compared to the other children. My teacher looked so confused and said I was actually ahead in reading. My mom just nodded like she didn't believe her. When I was 17, my dad finally convinced her to take me to an actual doctor to get tested. The psychologist did a full evaluation, took like 3 hours, and told her straight up that I didn't have autism or any developmental disorders. I was just a regular teenager. My mom sat there and nodded, and I thought that was finally the end of it. It was not the end of it. She kept going with the comments. When I told her I wanted to study veterinary medicine in college, she said I should pick something easier because autistic people struggle with complex subjects. I pointed out that the doctor said I wasn't autistic, and she waved her hand like that didn't matter. She told me I should stop listening to rock music and movie soundtracks because I'd never make friends if I didn't listen to whatever was popular on the radio. She'd see me and my younger brother playing video games and shake her head, saying we were both terrible at them because of our developmental issues. That last one really got under my skin because my brother and I were actually pretty good at games. We'd been playing stuff together since we were kids, but she'd walk by, watch us play for 30 seconds, and announce that we sucked. One Saturday afternoon, I was playing Elden Ring in the living room. If you don't know, that game is ridiculously hard, like famously difficult. I'd been working on this one boss for 2 days and finally beat it. I was feeling pretty good about myself. My mom came in with laundry and stopped to watch. I died to a random enemy like 2 minutes later because I got careless. She immediately went, "See, you're terrible at this. It's because of your developmental problems. You and your brother just don't have the coordination for these games." Something in me just snapped. I paused the game, stood up, and held the controller out to her. "Okay," I said. "If I suck because I'm disabled, then you should be way better than me, right? Since you don't have any problems." She looked at the controller like I was handing her a live snake. "I don't play video games," she said. "Yeah, but you keep saying they're easy and I'm just bad because something's wrong with my brain. So prove it. Show me how it's done." My dad had walked in at this point and I could see him trying not to smile. My brother came downstairs to see what was happening. My mom couldn't back down because that would mean admitting she was wrong, so she took the controller. I loaded up a new character for her and started from the beginning of the game. First I showed her the basic controls. Jump button, attack button, dodge. Simple stuff. I explained it 3 times. She could not figure it out. She kept pressing the wrong buttons. She'd try to attack and accidentally open her inventory. She tried to jump and instead used a healing item. The character just stood there while enemies killed her over and over. I kept calmly explaining which button did what, the same way she'd explain things to me when she thought I couldn't understand basic concepts. After the 5th death, she started getting mad. Her face was red and she was gripping the controller so hard I thought she'd break it. "This is ridiculous," she said. "The controls don't make sense." "Really?" I said. "Because I figured them out when I was like 8. Maybe you have developmental issues." My brother actually laughed out loud at that. My dad coughed to cover up his own laugh. My mom died 3 more times in the starting area, the easiest part of the entire game, before she shoved the controller at me. She was genuinely furious. She started yelling about how video games were a waste of time anyway and stormed off to her room. She hasn't mentioned my supposed autism or developmental disorders since then.